Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Hi guys, good morning. Hi everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Declan and Kira, Kaya, Jay, Devin, Sharni, Clea, and Margot, Sydney, Aislinn, Violet. All right, awesome. Chelsea, good morning. All right, guys. So today we are, and Isla, good morning. We are going to be working on, let's see who else is joining us right now. We're going to be working on some salt painting today. Okay, some of you guys might have done this, but we're going to do a different drawing today. Lindsay, so it's a really cool technique. I'm going to show you guys different ways that you guys can do salt painting. And I'm going to show my above view camera. But before we start, I want to make sure that you guys have all the materials that you guys need. Okay. So remember, you need a few sheets of paper, as many as you need, as many as you want to draw this out. Okay. All right. Then what you need, hold on one second. Then what you're going to need, so you need paper. You need maybe, if you have cups, you can use a cup. If not, you need your salt. Does everybody have salt? Does everybody have salt? Yes. Hold up your salt if you have it. If you have a cup of salt, whatever you have, or a little container, great. You need a little bit of water in a cup, okay? Because we're doing watercolors. So if you have some water in a cup, water in a cup works well. Then you need your watercolors, okay? So if you have your watercolor palette, any kind will work, okay? And the most important thing that you need, guys, is glue and a pencil, okay? So make sure you have glue. Does everybody have glue? You need Elmer's glue, a liquid glue, okay? Glue stick will not really work for this.
Does it have to be Elmer's glue?
No, it can be any type of glue, but it has to look like this type of glue, okay? No glue stick. Okay.
Like the liquidy kind, the wet kind. Hi, Elizabeth. We're all good? We're in?
We're good. We're in.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. Is everybody good? Does everybody have their supplies? I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to go get your stuff. I'm just setting up my camera view real quick here so we can see, and I'm going to show you guys an example of a few salt drawings that we've done. Okay. Let's see. Everybody has their supplies. Everybody's good to go. How was everybody's Tuesday yesterday? Did everybody have a good day? Anybody do something fun that you want to share?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm in charge of camp this week, so I have had a very busy schedule. I'm doing theater camp. And yesterday was 80s Day, and we got to dress up with those big afro wigs and dance to Atomic Dog and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Like we did Supersonic and all these 80s songs.
That's awesome. I love it, Chelsea. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Did you have so much fun? Awesome. All right, who's next? Anybody else want to share before we begin? Cleo and Margot, go ahead.
I had a theater class too, a Jack's theater class, and I got to work on the dance We're All in This Together from High School Musical. We got to do origami.
Awesome. That's great. I love it. You guys are keeping busy. I love that. Great job. All right, Declan, go ahead, honey.
Well, I built my sister a Pikachu statue in Minecraft.
What? That's awesome. I love Pikachu.
It was actually easier than I expected.
Was
it was a giant Pikachu statue. It was easier than I expected it to be.
Awesome. That's great. Love learning new skills. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to share something fun they did yesterday before we begin? Nobody else? Okay. Well, let's jump in and let's get started, guys. Here, I'm going to spotlight my hand view. And here we go. All right. So here, let me just adjust my camera so then that way Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay. I'm going to show you guys some examples. That's good right there. Okay, so we're doing salt painting. Salt painting is going to get very messy. Right now, my desk is a little messy, but it's okay. With messy with salt. So this is salt painting. So this one I drew jellyfish with bubbles, and then I dyed it with my watercolors. And I'm going to show you step by step how that goes. First, we're going to draw our image. And the thing about salt painting is that we want to make sure that we try to do simple shapes, because the glue tends to smear all over the place, okay? So this one is a Darth Vader. Do you see how the lines are very separate? They're not really touching each other. Like these lines right now with the salt, once it started to dry, they kind of smeared into each other or mushed together. So we want to try to keep our lines very separate. So you can decide what image you want to do. I will do a few, okay? But you can decide. So do you see this one's a butterfly? The lines are pretty separate. Then we have a little Winnie the Pooh. He's really cute. So he's separate lines. And then once it dries, we start adding, or once it starts to absorb the salt, we start to add color to all of these, okay? So that's Winnie the Pooh. You can also do writing. So if you, let's say if we wanted to test out our names first, we could also do writing on one of them as well. You could do a heart. This one's a more complicated one. I did a Wonder Woman one. That one took a little bit longer to do.
Stick or
Glue bottle like this. Glue bottle, Elmer's or whatever type of glue, like a liquid glue, like this, okay? Even if you only have glitter glue, that works too, okay? If you have glitter glue, that works, okay? We have a pineapple and then Hello Kitty, okay? So there's different kinds of ideas and images that you can do, okay? Hold on, let me just somebody.
Check it.
1 second. Who is that?
Then you have to sit there.
Okay, great. All right, so do you guys see that? Does anybody have any questions right now? Anybody have any questions? Okay. So we're gonna start off with something simple, and then we're gonna move on to something.
Elizabeth,
Yes, go ahead, Mackie.
can you make your own salt?
You can make your own. So I'm going to draw something. I'm going to show you what to do first. You can draw whatever you like, okay? You don't have to draw exactly what I'm drawing, but I'm just going to guide you, and then you can go ahead and do whatever type of image that you want. The most important thing with salt painting though, okay, is that your lines are a little bit farther away from each other, because you'll see once we start adding the glue to our lines, it's going to smear. They're going to spread. Okay, and you want your lines not to be too close. So right now, what I'm gonna do a rainbow. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this one very simple, just so you can see the technique, and then you can do whatever you like, or you can draw like an emoji figure also. So right here, I'm gonna do the first one. I'm gonna do is a rainbow. So I'm just gonna go an arch right here. Whoop! I have a lead pencil. Okay, so I'm gonna just do an arch right here. Okay, I'm just gonna do a basic rainbow shape right now, okay, with 2 clouds on the end, just so we can kind of get our feet wet and you can understand the technique, okay? So rainbow, now you need another arch underneath that, okay? You need another arch, another one. You can make them as long as you want. You can make them as short. You can make them small. It's just so you guys can at least see the reference, okay? Let's say I just wanted to stop there for right now, okay? I'm not gonna go full in detail. And I'm gonna do maybe some clouds that just go like this, just so I can trace this and you can see what we're gonna do, okay? So these little clouds are basically either like backward C's or U's that you can do. Just a U, a wide U. So that's my rainbow. Once you have your whole rainbow, you're going to trace this with glue. And this is this is the tough part, because you have to make sure that you have a grip on your glue bottle and squeeze with 2 hands, okay? So once I have my image here, I'm going to get my glue bottle, and you're just watching right now. If you're starting to draw, it's cool. So you're gonna get your glue bottle and you're going to trace your lines over, and I'm gonna do this pretty quick just so you can see the technique. And all I'm doing is tracing. And this, you see, I'm using 2 hands. You're gonna have to use 2 hands because your hands are smaller than mine. And if for some reason your glue bottle doesn't open, just try to open it. Sometimes it gets stuck, sometimes the glue gets stuck. And you're just gonna trace as much as you can. I'm going over my lines. Some of them I missed a little bit, but it's okay. You see what I'm doing? I'm just going over it. You can just watch for now, and then we'll go into something simpler. Okay, I have my salt. Once I've drawn my image, once I traced my pencil lines with the glue, I'm going to pour, to make it easier for myself and to make sure that it's not all over the place, I'm gonna get my big shaker of salt. I'm gonna pour salt in my little cup, but you don't have to do that. You can just pour it straight from the big container, okay? And I'm gonna just pour a lot in here because I have a lot of area to cover. What I'm gonna do, I have a tray. If you don't have a tray, it's okay as long as you have something on your desk. I have a little tray here that I'm gonna put my drawing in. And I'm gonna shake salt all over, everywhere that there's glue. I'm gonna shake salt because I wanna cover it. If you guys have ever used glitter before, you guys know that you have to get every little area covered with glue and glitter in order for the glitter to stay. It has to adhere to it. It has to stick to it. Okay, so do you see every little area is being covered? So I ran out of salt. I still have more salt in my shaker, but what I can do instead of pouring more salt, do you see the salt that I already have in here? And you guys can just watch right now. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get my piece of paper right here and I'm gonna tilt this over. Do you see what I'm doing with my paper? I'm just gonna tilt this over a little bit, just like this. So then that way it goes to the other end of the paper. And now, once I shake this down in my little container right here, now I have a full drawing that's salt-based with glue. Every area has glue in it, okay? And we're done with this right now. So now that we're done with this, I'm gonna work on a second piece so I can give this maybe 5 minutes to dry, okay? All right, because I want it to dry just a tiny bit so then that way we can add the watercolor, okay? Now, let me see. Did you guys all get that? Just the step, just what we're going to be doing, okay? Yes? Okay. So I'm gonna put this one to the side right now. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna draw a cool emoji. If you guys wanna follow along with that. How many of you guys did the rainbow? Oh, some of you guys are already in it, I see. Okay. How many of you guys have already started drawing? Let's see. What have you guys started drawing? Go ahead and you can, let's see.
Elizabeth.
Oh, Chelsea, you already drew somebody. Let's see.
It's Elizabeth.
Hold on, Mackie, hold on.
Myself with rainbow eyes.
Oh, I love it, Chelsea.
Oh,
okay.
It's not dry yet.
Great,
I'm
okay.
gonna emoji.
Go ahead. Mackie, go ahead, honey. Mackie, go ahead.
Me and my mom, we made a huge heart.
Okay, awesome.
We put my dog's name in it, and above it is a rainbow and some hearts around it.
I love it. Okay, great. All right, I'm going to show you technique for the watercolor in a second. Go ahead, Alexa.
I am making a emoji of one of my favorite characters.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to show you.
The more it comes out good.
Great.
The more salt, the better
Okay,
it comes out.
get salt off.
Okay, awesome. Great, Alexa. Okay, so I'm gonna draw an emoji. I'm gonna probably draw, let me see. I'm gonna draw the kissy face emoji. And let's see how that one goes. Okay, so if you want to draw this one with me, if not, you can draw your own, but I'm going to show you the technique again. Let me spotlight my hands. Here we go. Spotlight video. So I'm going to draw a big circle. If you want to draw this one, you can. It's going to be a big circle. Then I'm going to draw a little eye that looks like this, an oval. I'm going to draw a heart, a big heart right here. And this one I can color in with glue. If you want something that's solid, then you can color that in with glue, and I'll show you how. Okay. And then I just have a little arch right here for its eye. And then an arch here for the eyebrow. And another little arch here for its other eyebrow, and then its little kissy face that looks like this, which is like a little mountain or a backward C, and a backward C, or kind of looks like an M if you turn it sideways. And that's my emoji. That's my little emoji face. Okay, so now that I have my little emoji face, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trace this. I'm going to trace this over with glue and try to work. And you see, if I want my little heart to be solid and a solid color, I'm going to just add glue everywhere here. Just do this. You see what I'm doing? If you want any area of your drawing to be a little bit more solid so you can paint it more, you can do that. And then I'm going to trace this, the lips. Make sure I have enough. I'm going to trace the eye. The eye I'm going to make solid, so I'm going to make sure I have enough glue inside. I'm going to trace the eye, trace the eyebrow, it's just a little arch, and trace the other eyebrow right here. And I think I have enough glue. Make sure that your lines are thick enough to absorb some salt, because if they're too thin, you're going to be missing spaces and missing areas. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do another little quick round right there. And my little emoji is done. So I'm gonna pull my tray back over. I'm gonna repeat the same process, okay? And again, I'm just starting right now with simple, but I'm gonna go to difficult in a moment, okay? I still have all the salt in my tray, so I'm gonna put all the salt that I have left in my tray back in my cup so I can reuse it. I like to reuse my supplies when I can, so then that way I'm not wasting. Okay. And then all I'm doing is putting back my emoji picture in my tray, and I'm gonna put salt all over it. Put salt all over. Make sure every area gets covered. Okay. So then I ran out a little bit of salt, but I can shake this over again. Just move it around. Just move it around a little bit gently. And there we go. Yes.
Two things. So we have to keep the lines separate, right?
You want to try to keep them separate. Sometimes they'll mush a little bit together. It's okay. You know what? If they mush a little bit together, it's okay. Okay.
And secondly, at 1 o'clock, I have to go to a different camp.
No problem, honey. No problem. You can.
My last question was:
Yes.
do you have to use watercolors, or can you use acrylic paint too?
You know what, Chelsea, I've never tried acrylic paint. You know what I have tried though? I've tried food coloring. So another method, guys, if you want to know, you could probably, Chelsea, you know what? You could probably use acrylic paint, but you have to really water it down.
Okay.
It has to be really watered down. Okay, try it and see. You guys can also use another technique, guys. If you have food coloring, you don't need the food coloring right now. But if you have food coloring, you can do it with food coloring. You would put a little bit of food coloring in a cup, put a little bit of water, and then do the same effect. So right now, since I'm done with my second emoji or second drawing, I'm gonna move on to my first rainbow drawing. And you see I'm getting my watercolor palette here. And all I'm gonna do, the most important thing when you do salt painting is to make sure that you have enough water. Let me check on you guys. Make sure that you have enough water. Your water cup should be at least halfway full, not full completely. How are we doing over here? Oh, Sydney, I love it. Great job. Did you do your name? I love it. Looking good, guys. I know it's kind of hard to pull, to raise your drawing up because salt gets everywhere. Okay, let me see. So what you do now, if you guys are ready to paint, how many of you guys are ready to paint? Thumbs up if you're ready to paint. No? Okay. Some of you are not. It's okay. I'm gonna just show you technique, and this is gonna take me a minute. So Isla, I'll come back to you, okay, honey? So look, if you're ready to paint, because I see some of you guys are actively working hard here, all you're gonna do, you're gonna grab your cup, and remember, we're all going at our own pace, so don't worry, don't stress out. I'm gonna go repeat the steps over and over again. So grab your cup, grab your your paintbrush, and you're going to make sure that you have enough water on your brush, and you're going to saturate your palette. So for my rainbow, the rainbows are different, all these colors, right? But let's say I don't want to do them in specific color. I want to make sure I have enough color in my brush. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm saturating my brush with color. I'm going to add a little bit more water. And then I'm literally, you see what I'm doing? I'm just tapping the top. I'm just tapping it. I'm not painting over it. I'm literally almost like just dropping the water and it spreads everywhere. Now let's say I want to add red here. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm just adding a little bit. If I want to make it lighter, I'm just really tapping, but you have to make sure that you have enough water. Do you see how some water, my brush had so much water it's spilling in the background? That's okay. When this whole thing dries, I could paint the background with acrylic. I can paint it with watercolor, whatever you want. Now I'm going to choose another color. Let's say I want to choose, I'm going to choose this beautiful turquoise blue. I'm going to saturate my brush with color for my water palette like this. I'm going to dip it in here, and now I'm going to go in here. Do you see what I just did? It's basically, I'm kind of using it almost like an eyedropper. And I'm just barely touching the salt, okay? And the more paint that I put in my brush, and I just dip a little bit of water before I hit it, do you see how it spreads really pretty? And you can just do that, continue doing that with another color. Let's say I'm gonna add orange here. I'm gonna saturate my brush with paint, with the paint color here. I wanna make sure I clean my brush a little bit because this is starting to look a little brown. And that's looking a little brown, but it's okay. I'm gonna add some more orange here. Clean my brush. If you have a little paper towel or a towel, I would use that. Okay. I need to clean my brush a little bit because my water is looking brown. Now, if your water looks brown like mine does anybody else's water cup look brown? I'm gonna make myself another little cup to clean my other brush, or I can use, if you have more than one brush, use more than one brush. I actually have another brush that I'm gonna use instead, or maybe I can just clean this one. Hold on one second. So I'm gonna clean this brush out. I'm gonna add, let's add purple to my rainbow. And you see this takes a while because you're going to decide whether or not, what areas you want certain colors. And it doesn't really matter like what colors you really add everywhere, because in salt painting, it looks beautiful anyways. Whatever color you add looks amazing. So you just grab your brush, dip it in water, dip it in the color, and just let it sit. Again, you're not painting like regular painting, like when you're going your brush up and down, side to side. You're just literally tapping the tip of the brush with enough water on the salt and it spreads. Can someone share with me like how it's going with you? Let's see.
I can't lift mine up because it's wet.
Yes, you're gonna just let it dry for the class. Let's see. Who wants to share? What did you draw? Let's see, Alexa, what did you end up drawing? Go ahead, Alexa.
I'm adding salt.
Okay.
It's falling.
It's okay.
Okay.
What did you end up drawing? What image did you draw? Did you draw the rainbow, the emoji, or
Say
did
the
you do
name.
something else?
Miss Elizabeth, are you in your basement?
Emoji.
Emoji, but
Okay.
it's a character since it's too hard to draw her in real life. I am drawing her in a emoji.
Okay, awesome. Love it. Can't wait to see it once it's set and dry. Awesome. Sydney, how are you doing, honey? Go ahead, Sydney. How
Hold
are
on,
you?
tell her, what did you make? What did you
What did
draw?
you make?
I made a rainbow.
And what did you
A
paint?
rainbow? Awesome. Okay. great.
Name.
Awesome. Okay, and we're gonna do another drawing right now. Hey, Mackie. No, I'm not in my basement. This is my apartment.
Gotta go. Thanks for having me today.
All right, Chelsea. Thank you
I
for joining.
definitely learned a lot.
רגע, סוד.
Awesome. I'm glad.
Bye.
מדבר איתה? או שאתה לא מדבר?
Bye, Chelsea.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't do salt painting because last time mine just fell apart.
Okay.
So your rainbow inspired me to do like a thundercloud. So.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait to see it. Ooh, hold on. Let me spotlight you. Hold on one second. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Violet.
No problem.
Awesome. All right, Declan, what did you do? Go ahead, Declan.
I'm doing Raichu, the evolved form of Pikachu.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. How's it looking?
But I'm not doing the salt painting
You're
because
not doing a salt
salt
paint?
painting takes a bit too long. and I also just like watercoloring because I want to enter this into the Pokemon to the Pokemon company.
No problem. You don't have to do the salt painting if you don't want to. That's fine. Remember, we're in watercolors class, so we can do whatever type of watercolor drawing that we want. No problem. All right. Anybody else want to share? Anybody else? Cleo and Margot, what did you guys do? Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me unmute you. Oh, awesome. Hold on. Let me spotlight you. Let's see. Great. Oh, it's a birthday cake? Awesome. I love it. Great job, guys. Oh, I love it. I love the face. Great. All right. Anybody else? Kaya, how are you doing over there?
How do we paint this? Good. I'm just drawing a puppy face. I just finished drawing the puppy face.
Okay, great. All right, guys, I'm going to take requests. So if there's something that you want me to draw, I will draw it, and you can follow along, and we can do it in salt painting, or we can do regular painting. I'm just finishing up my little salt painting here.
I want yellow.
Does anybody have any requests? If you do, raise your hand, and we can do that.
And the water's gonna turn.
You can unmute yourself if you want. If you have any requests of any type of character that you want drawn.
You're
If not,
dropping,
I'm gonna pick the characters.
like, where do you want the yellow to go? Where
Let's
do you
see.
want the yellow to go, Margo?
Here.
No, you do the salt.
Anybody?
Miss Elizabeth,
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Mom.
a seahorse. Can you do something like a seahorse or like?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do a seahorse. Okay, hold on one second. Where's my hands? There we go. Okay, I'm going to show you what we did so far. Hold on. Okay. All right. So once I finish drawing or painting my rainbow, do you see it's very bright and colorful now? I ended up having a little bit too much water on my brush, so I got water spots in the background, but it's okay because at the end of this, what I can do, what I said before, you can paint your background. You can paint your background with watercolors if you want to, just straight if you want to, but you don't have to, okay? So I'm gonna put this on the side to dry, and then I'm taking the request. Here we go. Can you repeat which character you wanted? Sorry, honey.
Can we do like a seahorse or an underwater creature?
Sure, no problem. I'm gonna look up a cute seahorse and we'll do a seahorse. Whoever wants to follow along with the seahorse, you can please do. If you have any requests, you can also type it in the chat and I will take any requests, okay? Because we still have 30 minutes of class, so we can draw whatever you guys want. Seahorse, cute, okay. All right, we're gonna do a cute little seahorse and we can either do it in watercolor or salt painting. You can choose. All right, here we go. Oh, this is cute. I like this little seahorse. All right. I think we're gonna do, this one's cute. Let's do this one. Okay, what do you think about this seahorse, honey? Is that cute?
Good, yeah.
Good? Okay. All right, so since we're doing the seahorse here, we're gonna turn our paper a pineapple. Okay, cool. I'll do a pineapple as well. Okay, so this little seahorse right here, I'm gonna use the biggest portion of my paper. Okay, I'm gonna go portrait. So with the seahorse, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to start its head, and I wanna make sure it's big. If you're just gonna do a watercolor one, you can make it a little smaller, but if you're gonna do it with salt painting, you need to make this bigger. So you're gonna go ahead and do an arch here for the head, just like that, about middle part of your paper. Okay, just go ahead and arch its head like this. Okay, just like a little rainbow. Okay. Let me just check and make sure everyone's doing okay. Whoop, whoop. Okay. How many of you guys are doing the seahorse? How many of you guys are doing your own thing? Raise your hand. You're drawing your own thing. Okay. If you have any requests, type it in the chat. Okay. So we start with the top of the head. Now we're going to do its nose here. So we're going to elongate this. We're going to make this long. How many of you have seen a seahorse before? Have you seen a seahorse in the museum, in the aquarium? Go ahead, Vivian. Hold on. Go ahead, Vivian. I just unmuted you. Go ahead.
My granny likes collecting like shells and stuff. So it has like a rock shaped like a seahorse.
Awesome. Love it. Okay, so we're doing the part of the head. I'm gonna do its nose. So you see I just did a straight line to the left. And now I'm gonna arch its tip of its nose like this. And then go down a little bit like this. It's basically, I'm making a little U right there. Okay. And then I'm gonna elongate its nose going back this way, like this. Just like that. This is gonna be a really beautiful, like little watercolor piece. It doesn't necessarily have to be salt. Okay. And then once you have its nose there, you're gonna add the bottom of its mouth going down this way, like this. Just like that. And then down, up like this. Okay. Just like that. Let's see. I'm doing my own. Okay, no problem, Mackie. All right, now we're gonna do the belly. So you're gonna grab from underneath its head right here, and you're just gonna do a big belly coming down like this. Just a line that goes down this way and curves this way like this. It's almost like the letter C, but it's not completely curved down here. Just like that. Okay. And then you curve this down a little bit like this. Just like that. So you're curving its belly here, going down like this. Okay. All right. How are you doing with the seahorse? Good? See? All right. Okay. Now, once you have the belly and once you have the bottom, you're curving in the tail a little bit. You're going to go ahead and do this side of its body. So you're going to just curve this down like this. And you're following along here this way, and you're just gonna curve back down this way until you meet this corner of its tail. So just curve it down like this, okay? Just like that, and curve it down. I see all of you guys so hard at work over there. I can't wait to see everybody's pieces. Okay, so that's basically part of the seahorse already. And then we'll add detail in a moment. So it looks like now it has its little fin that goes here, its little spikes on the top, and its nose. And we'll do detail in a second. So we're gonna start with its eye here. We're gonna do a little circle right here. And then we're gonna do another half circle inside its eye like this. Make it a little cute. And then we're gonna do a little tiny circle right there, okay? Now we're gonna do its little fin right here that looks like a little piece of lettuce. Okay, so we're just gonna, it's almost like a triangle shape that goes from here to here. And then it just curves right here. So it's almost like if you turn your paper this way, it's like little U's that you're doing this way like this. Just little U's. A U here, a U here, until it attaches like that. And do you see this line that's right here? This line you're gonna erase. And if you're working with pencil, you can just erase that line because it doesn't make sense if it's covering it over. So now the fin is in the forefront and not in the back, okay? And then you could do little lines here that just show you dimension also and show you detail. Okay. Mackie, what are you drawing, honey?
Well, I just finished putting watercolor on my rainbow.
Okay, awesome. What is there something else you want to draw? I can draw anything you like once I'm done with the seahorse.
Well, I was maybe thinking to draw a smiley face.
A smiley face? Okay, like the emoji one that I just did, or something different?
Just like a face with eyes and a smile.
Face? Okay, I'll do that one next, okay? All right.
So Mackie, you're gonna do another.
Okay, so here with the seahorse right here, now once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and do the line here. We're gonna cut its body here. So then that way we have some dimension or some, we're gonna start doing the detail. We'll just do a line for the belly. And then we're going to do lines here, just lines straight across here like this. A line going this way, a line going this way, like that. Another line going underneath. So we're almost creating kind of like a V shape right here. And it's creating the dimension of the body. So, and then when you get down here, you just curve things over like this and just curve its lines. And you can make smaller lines. You can make them a little bit closer together if you want. But if you're doing this into a salt painting, you don't want to make them closer. You're just gonna keep them like that, okay? And then from here, it has a little circle for its cheek. And then these little spikes all over its head. So here, to make this easier for you, what I would do is maybe do a few circles here. So 1, we're gonna erase lines, okay? So 2, 3, 4, 5. I would just do circles. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm doing circles on the tops, and I'm just gonna connect those. It makes it a little bit easier for us to do these little spikes in the body. So these are not bubbles. These are gonna be the spikes that we're going to attach to the tail, okay? So do those, okay? Mackie, I'm gonna start with the happy face on the other side, so then that way you can, let me move it this way. Okay, so if you're doing the seahorse, there you go. All right, Mackie, I'm coming for you. All right, if you're gonna do a happy face or a smiley face, you're gonna do a circle like this. Hold on. So go ahead and draw a big circle on your paper, Mackie, a big circle. Okay, do a big circle on your paper, Mackie. Big circle, big circle. Let me know when you're done. You're done? Okay. Now you're going to do a big 2 circular eyes. One eye here and one eye here. For anybody doing a happy face, you can do a big eye there, big eye there. And then you're going to do a big smile like this. A big smile like a U. Just like that. Okay. All right, great. If you want to do character, like let's say you wanted to add eyelashes, you could do 3 lines up here like this for eyelashes if you want. You don't have to, okay? But if you want to do that, you can do that. Okay? Whoever's drawing the seahorse, did you do the circles around the body yet? Let me know. Okay. Violet, are you doing the seahorse, or who's doing the seahorse right now with me?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, great. Let me know if you're finished with the circles, and then I'm going to show you how to attach the rest of the body together.
I'm finished with the circles.
You're going to what?
I'm finished with the circles.
Okay, great. All right, Mackie. So that's it for your happy face, okay? All right, so Violet, here we go. So once you're done with the circles, all you're going to do now is you're going to attach these together. So look, basically all you're doing is you're going like this. You're attaching these lines like that so they combine together. And then we're going to erase this line that attaches from the circle to those 2 lines that you created to get rid of that, okay? So all you're doing is doing this. Does that make sense, Violet?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then they just attach together, okay? And just continue doing that all the way down, all the way down. Spread them, you can spread them out like this, and then erase those lines together. Or you can keep them if you want, but it probably looks a little better if you just erase that line that goes there. Okay, just like that. Okay. And then you just add, Violet, then you just add a detail. So you add your bubbles, you know, the little bubbles, little circles everywhere. You add some seaweed, just some little lines like this with the leaves. And you could just make them really organic so they just flow everywhere, okay? That's just a little bit. Just little circles everywhere, okay? However you like. And remember, for the bubbles, for the circles, you can do little lines inside like this. Just like that. Okay, and you can just add more detail, whatever you like in it. Okay, I'm gonna leave this up. How are we doing over here, my class? Let's see. Isla, how are you doing, honey? Let's see. Go ahead and tell me, what have you done so far, Isla?
I've only done one, and it's kind of hard, so I'm gonna flip the camera and see.
Okay. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. The pineapple. Okay. Vivian, do you want to do pineapple too? I'm gonna draw that one next. Yes? Okay, great. Let's do it. Violet, are you good with the seahorse? Anybody else that did the seahorse? Are you good with the seahorse?
I'm good with it.
Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna move on to the pineapple. All right, Vivian, this is for you. Whoever else wants to do a pineapple. Okay. Pineapple, here we go. Do you want a caricature pineapple, or do you want just a regular pineapple? See, we can do a character pineapple like this, or just a regular pineapple. We could do a pineapple that looks like this.
Yeah. What about the one that you showed us before?
This one?
No, like in the beginning of class.
Oh, sure, like just a regular pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
With no face. Yeah. So I'll do this pineapple, but no face, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, you ready? Okay. So what you're going to start, in order to do a pineapple, you're going to start with basically not your whole page on the top. You're going to do portrait style, and you're going to do an oval shape. So about halfway in your page, you see from the halfway top, to the bottom of the page. You're gonna do a big oval shape for a pineapple, okay? All right, so that's what you're gonna do. Oval, almost like an oval shape right there, okay? So for those of you who are doing a pineapple. And remember, if you're doing this one into a salt painting, again, your lines, once we do the detail in the body of the pineapple, the lines have to be a little bit separate, okay? All right. Let me know when you're ready to move on to the top of the pineapple. Thumbs up when you're ready. How are you doing, Aislinn and Clara?
Good.
Good. What have you drawn so far?
I'm drawing plants.
Awesome. Okay, can't wait to see it. How about you, Aislinn? Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, you did something totally different. I love it. I love it. I love the dimension and everything and the colors. You're so good. Okay. All right, so once you do the oval shape of the pineapple, you're gonna go ahead and start doing the top of the pineapple. So you're gonna do a curved line that goes this way, like this, and then a curved line that goes this way on the other side. So we're making this symmetrical, okay? So whatever we do to the left, we're gonna do to the right, okay? So go ahead and curve your line this way and curve your line that way. Then what you're going to do, we're going to do the top of it, so it's gonna be pointy.
Miss Elizabeth, you're going too fast.
Oh, no problem. I'll stop right there. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I remember with the salt painting, guys, you guys can do as many images as you want as long as you have enough salt and glue to do this, okay? And if you ran out of salt and glue, then just go ahead and we're gonna just do watercolor paintings. Sydney, you look like you're having a great time over there. That's looking amazing, Sydney. So good. Great job. Cleo and Margot, look at you guys over there. You guys too. I love it. How many of you guys, this is your first time doing salt painting? First time. What do you guys think about it? Sydney, what do you think? Let's hear from you.
What do you think about this?
I love it.
It's cool, right? Isn't it fun?
Yes.
Isn't it fun how the paint just spreads everywhere from the salt?
Yeah.
You can do much, right? I love it. Yeah, you could do this for hours, honestly. Cool. Thank you for sharing. Let's see, Cleo and Margot. Let's check in on you guys. How are you guys doing over here? How are we doing? Good?
I'm still making my Mickey Mouse. Whoa.
Yeah, be careful with the salt. Oh, I love it. Great job.
I'm making Mickey Mouse and she's making. I need to finish my rainbow and I also made a cake.
Ooh, okay. Can't wait to see them when they're done. Awesome. It's looking great, guys. Anybody else? Ooh, Isla, let's look at you. Hold on. Let me spotlight your video. Go ahead. Unmute yourself.
I made a pineapple.
I love it. Look at that. And you wrote your name and you did a heart on the bottom.
The heart kind of fell off with the glue.
It's
Didn't
okay.
dry.
Yeah, that's happened to me too. It's happened to me. Great job though, honey. Alexa, let's see yours. Go ahead. Ooh, love it. So good. Great job, honey. All right. Emma, how are you doing over here? Good, okay. Yoni's iPad, how are you doing? How are you doing, honey? Oh, that looks great. Looking good.
One is on mute. Yeah.
I love it. Great job.
Cool, Yoni.
Love it. Great job, guys. Okay. All right. So back to our pineapple. Here we go. If you're drawing the pineapple, I'm going to go back. Okay. So once you have that done on this side, you're going to curve this one on this side. So you're going to do a little corner tip. They're pointy, right? When you get a pineapple, they're pretty pointy right there. So whatever you do to the left, you do to the right, because you're going to make it symmetrical. Okay. And then we're going to do 2 more on the top. So you're just going to do a line that goes up like that. Another line that goes up here like this. So 1 line here, 1 line here, and then we'll connect them together. So to make this easier for you too, what you can do is you can do a little dot in the center right here. So all you do, you're connecting the dots. So you connect from here to here and then here to here, and it makes it easier. So then that way you know it's kind of the same. Okay. So once you have those 2 lines, it kind of looks like a water fountain, like water woo, coming out that way. Make sure that you have that little corner tip that's pointy, and then you attach. So once you have your little dot right there, you can just push this down like that, and then attach this one and go down and attach that to the dot. And that's that. That's basically the whole shape of the pineapple. Now, if you want your pineapple to be a little fatter, you can just, create these lines a little bit bigger, but you don't have to. Now, all you need for the rest of the pineapple is you need to do your diagonal lines. So your diagonal lines going left and right. Again, if you're doing this for salt painting, make sure that your lines are wide enough, okay? So you're gonna start, let me know if you're ready to continue with the pineapple. Vivian, I think this was you, right? Let me know if you're ready to continue.
Ready.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and draw your diagonal lines. It doesn't matter which way first. So I'm gonna go left to right first. So I'm gonna just do a straight line going that way. And then if you're doing this in a salt painting, I would make them just a little bit wider. So I'm gonna go down a little bit this way. So I'm gonna do another line going from left to right, again, diagonally, and do another one until you can't fit any more lines. You see, I did another one. Now here, it's your choice. You can choose to do another one or not, but I am. See, and now that you have all your diagonal lines on this side, you're gonna have to do diagonal lines going the opposite way from right to left. So then that way it creates that cross hatched or the X's. So you go from right to left, right to left. And these lines don't have to be straight. They can be a little on the curvy side. They don't have to be straight. And you just do that and do this, okay? And there's your pineapple. Now you can add anything else to your pineapple if you want. You can add like your name to the bottom, Vivian, if you want, or you can add clouds. You can add, again, you can add a face to it if you wanted to. Or you can just keep it plain like this. And this will work because it's gonna be a beautiful pineapple once you paint it all with the salt and the watercolors, okay? Let's see, how are we doing? Did you get that, Vivian?
Yes, I'm starting to glue it.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, now you're just gonna put your glue and then you're gonna let it sit. Okay, great. Who else? Kaya, how are you doing, honey? Great. Jade, how are we doing? Jade somewhere. Clara, how are you doing, honey?
Good.
Good, okay. Anybody want to share what they've done so far? Let's see. Anybody want to share? I think you're all in it. Alexa, go ahead, sweetheart. Go ahead. Are you wearing a pineapple shirt?
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, with shades. So cute.
But I didn't draw a pineapple.
Okay, what did you do?
I did a character, Winter. Her name's Winter, and she's from a new movie on Disney.
I love it. It's so good. Are you enjoying yourself, Alexa?
Yes.
Yes, okay, cool.
Can I share in like 2 seconds?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
I'm almost done with my seahorse.
Okay, hold on. Let me spotlight you once you're ready.
Okay. Like I have one little part left and then I am.
Okay. Clara, do you want to share what you've done so far?
This is mine.
I love it. Ooh, is it those cactuses and hearts? And that's so good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love it. On the plants, I love it, Clara.
Thank you.
Okay. Declan, how are you doing, my friend? Declan stepped out for a second. Okay. You guys are looking like your heart.
I'm doing good.
You're doing good?
I'm doing my second one.
Oh, which one? What are you doing for your second one now?
I'm doing Gmax Cinderace, a Pokemon that has that grows a Cinderace, which looks like a big rabbit that grows humongous with and it has huge ears and it's standing on a fireball.
Oh, cool. All right. Awesome.
And it's covered with magenta energy because of the Dynamax.
Okay. That's awesome. How many of you guys know who Baymax is from Disney? Okay. I think I'm going to sketch out Baymax. If any of you guys want to follow along and sketch him out, you can. He's pretty easy. And then we'll continue sharing, and then class will be over in a bit. All right, I'm going to draw Baymax. Baymax is a pretty simple character. If you guys want to draw him, like this is the one I'm going to draw because I'm going to watercolor him. So you can do this if you want. If not, you can continue your watercolor salt piece right now, but I'm going to make him into watercolor and salt. So if you want to draw him along, he's going to have a little heart right there. These basic, simple shapes. Okay. Anybody want to draw Baymax? You can join in and then we'll share.
Video's off.
Oh, my video's off. Oh, okay, hold on. Thank you. I have to spotlight my video. There we go. So this is Baymax right here. And I'm going to start. Okay. So Baymax has a oval shaped head. It's not really a circle. It's more oval. So I'm going to just do an oval shaped head that goes like this. Okay. If any of you guys are drawing Baymax, let me know. Okay. Just a little oval shaped. And then I'm going to do his eyes, which are 2 circles and then a line straight across. So his little circle eye right here, right there, making him cute. Another little circle here. And then a line that goes straight across. So not just one line, but it's going to be 2 lines that are going to be thicker. I think I'm going to outline this with a Sharpie. I'm just going to go for it with a Sharpie right now because I'm going to watercolor him. So those of you guys who are doing Baymax, I'm just going to go straight in with marker. Okay. So once you have his head and once you have his eyes and you're going to start with his body. Now his body looks like a little pear. Okay. It's basically, you're going to go ahead and do a little curve here that goes down like this. And then another curve that goes down like this. Okay, just have your little 2 curved lines that go like this. And then his hips are wide, so they're gonna curve out like a pear, okay? So once you have that, this one, we're gonna curve his hips. We're gonna make them a little bit wider, like a little pear. I'm gonna widen this one too. I'm gonna try to match them. And then we have his little belly, kind of looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Ghostbusters. And there's little Baymax. Just gonna outline this a little bit more. Just make my lines a little bit thicker, a little bit better. Oh, I have a better marker. Hold on. As artists, we all have our different tools or different markers that we like to use. I like chisel point markers also, especially when I'm doing stuff like this. And then I'm going to just make these lines a little thicker. I'm going to make his head a little thicker because right now these lines are too thin for me. Okay, that looks better. I'm going to just outline this a little bit more, make his eyes a little bigger, this eye a little bigger, just like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna just watercolor, I'll probably just watercolor him instead of doing salt art. And then his arm basically goes out like this. It ends about here at the bottom of his hip right here. Just goes down like this. And then you could do like one little, like it's a U and one U here. So it's basically a U, just a little arch right there, and one U and two U's right there. Same thing for the other side. You're just gonna curve his arm down, curve his arm. And then you're gonna do one U here, one U that goes there, and then another U that goes there. And those are his arms. And then his legs are pretty easy. They kind of are basically like squares, but they're curved. You do a line that goes right here. You're gonna curve this line. You're gonna do a line that goes here. I'm gonna curve those up. And then here in the center, you're gonna find the center line right here for your Baymax right here. That's the center line. And I'm gonna do a dot right here just to kind of help me guide the feet or his legs. And then I'm just gonna do the line going down and curve it. And then curve. And that's his body. That's basically all Baymax is. It's a really basic shape. But I do like the little heart because he's very a loving creature. So all I'm gonna do a little speech bubble on the side right here. A little speech bubble that looks like this with a little heart in the side, in the inside like this. Okay.
Miss Elizabeth, may I share mine before I go?
Please do. Okay. Go ahead, I'm gonna spotlight you. Hold on one second. Violet, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love it. It looks so good. I love all that art, all the art behind you. Is that all art you've made?
Yeah, like from years ago.
Wow, it's beautiful, Violet. Thank you for sharing.
No problem. Bye, Miss Elizabeth.
Bye, Violet. All right, so with Baymax here, since I drew Baymax, did any of you guys draw Baymax? Nobody? Just me? Okay. Well, let's see. Does anybody else want to share what they did today? Anybody else? Okay. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, actually tomorrow, if you guys want to join in. Ooh, Emma, you did, hold on, let me spotlight you, honey. Hold on. Ooh, that's beautiful. You did your name.
Yeah.
I love it. It looks so good. So good. And you know what? Another thing, just what you guys can do to make sure that the salt doesn't spread everywhere, you could have your parents, and we didn't list this, but you can, if you don't want all the salt to continue, hold on, I'm gonna spotlight my face. If you don't want all the salt to spread everywhere, what you could do is you could have your parents spray a little bit of spray, hairspray over your piece. So then that way all the salt doesn't continue just falling down, because that tends to happen sometimes, okay? But you can put a little bit of hairspray over your drawing and then it'll seal, or even like a spray seal, it'll seal your drawing forever. So then that way all the salt doesn't continue to spread down. But tomorrow, if you guys are not registered, we do have a special cartooning class that I'm doing tomorrow. If you guys want to sign up, you can. If not, I'll see you guys on Friday for some more watercolor art. Is there anything specific that you guys want to do on Friday? Go ahead, Declan.
Can I show you guys my drawings?
Of course. Let me spotlight you, sweetie.
This is Cinderace VMAX.
Ooh, I love it.
Then this other one is Raichu.
That's so good. So good.
Cinderace is still drying off though.
Okay. Well, that's good that you're outside. It'll dry a little quicker, right, with the sun? That's good. All right. All right, guys. If if not, I'll see you guys. Let's see. I'm doing my own. That was Mackie a long time ago. All right, guys. That's it. That's it for watercolor class. I hope you guys had a great time. You guys can continue doing as many salt pieces that you want. When you get bored at home, just grab some salt, glue, some watercolors, and some water, and you can sit outside. Maybe do like the view that you see outside. If you guys have a pet, you can draw your pet in salt art as well, or you can just do a beautiful watercolor piece. I hope you guys had a great time, and I'll see you guys on Friday. If you guys are signed up for tomorrow, I'll see you guys tomorrow for cartooning at 10. All right, guys. Have a really great day, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Kaya, that looks so good. Let me spotlight you. Kaya, that looks good.
Thank you.
Oh, great job. All right.
That's the back of it.
Okay. It's okay. That looks
And
good.
I haven't colored it yet.
I know, but it looks good with the everything that you drew up. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day, everybody.